Hi everyone. Alright, today, techniques for evaluating limits. This is when direct substitution doesn't work, like in the last video. And a lot of times what would happen is you might get 0 over 0. Like if I were to plug a 2 here, 2 squared is 4, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 minus 8 is 0, and then 2 minus 2 is 0. So this is a case where direct substitution does not work. Okay, so what you do is you factor and simplify. Okay, it's undefined there, but we can still find the limit. And if I factor x squared plus 2x minus 8, I believe we look at x plus 4 over x minus 2. And on the bottom we have the x minus 2. And those two things cancel. So we're looking at just x plus 4. So the answer can be found by taking this equivalent expression, the limit as x approaches 2 of x plus 4. Now we can use direct substitution and put the 2 in for x. 2 plus 4 is 6. And if we check that graph, and let's use, I'm going to clear these out. I think it was probably from the last thing we did. I'm going to take, let's see, lost my concentration. It's back. X squared plus 2x minus 8. Divide that by x minus 2. Alright, I'm going to graph that, and I'm actually going to hit zoom and 6 for the standard. Okay, and then if you look at your table, as we get to 2, we're probably at 6, and you can actually trace for a value if x equals 2. Well, it shows right here. It actually kind of puts a hole in there. If I were to set up the table, let's just start at negative. Let's go by, like, actually, let's start at 5 and go by tenths with our scale, and then look at our table. Oh shoot, we're approaching 2 though. Let me start at 1. Okay, I wondered what was wrong there. Okay, 1, 5.1, 5.2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then there's an error at 2, 6.1. So you can see that the it really gets close to 6 there. All right. Now the next one is x approaches 2 on this one. You got the top is 0, 2 to the third is 8, 2 to the second is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 minus 8 is 0, 2 times 2 is 4, so 0 and 4, minus 4 is 0 also. So this is a 0 over 0. Direct substitution doesn't work. Okay, let's think about how to factor, and I'm going to use grouping here, the denominator. If I pull an x squared from here, I got x squared times x minus 2, and then I get a 2 here, and that's times x minus 2. Factor out 2 from here and here, I got 2 times x minus 2. So by grouping, I got x squared plus 2 times x minus 2. That's what I get with grouping. Alright, so we are going to do what we did before. X minus 2 over x squared plus 2 times x minus 2. And those cancel. So this is 1 over x squared plus 2. Now let's find the limit as x approaches 2 of 1 over x squared plus 2. And that would equal 1 over, and now I'm going to use direct substitution. 2 squared plus 2. So that's 4 plus 2. So the answer is 1/6 for that example. Alright. Now we have another technique. If I were to plug in 0 here, 0 plus 9 is 9, square root of 9 is 3, 3 minus 3 is 0, 0 over 0. I've got the same problem. So we're going to use a rationalizing technique. And the rationalizing technique is to rationalize the numerator. So I'm going to multiply the numerator by the square root of x plus 9 plus 3. The conjugate. And here I've got x times square root of x plus 9 plus 3 down here. Alright, well let's look at what happens on the top. And square root of x plus 9 times the square root of x plus 9 first. That is x plus 9. Square root of x plus 9 times square root of x plus 9 is... Now, outside is 3 times square root of x plus 9. Inside is negative 3 times square root of x plus 9. So those do cancel out. And negative 3 times 3, that's the last. Outside and inside canceled each other out, so I don't even have that. And then I have x times, and I'm just going to leave this like this for now, x plus 9 plus 3. And what do we get here? Positive 9, negative 9 cancel out. So that's x over x times the square root of x plus 9, and then plus 3 out here. Those x's actually cancel out. So we are going to find the limit as x approaches 0 of 1 over the square root of x plus 9 plus 3. Now we can use direct substitution. Now that we've simplified this or rationalized that numerator, I don't know that we simplified it, but direct substitution would say that put the 0 in for x, 0 plus 9 plus 3, and that's the square root of 9, which is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So this one is also, I don't know if you saw that or not. I realized I was writing pretty low on the screen there. 1/6. Just plugging the 0 in. After we canceled those x's out when we rationalized the numerator. Okay. Now, as far as an assignment goes, I've got you working on page 767. And I want you to do numbers 14 through 26. Okay, you guys take care.